you may have noticed, there are a lot of people reviewing video games these days, myself included. And some of these reviewers I myself like to watch a lot. But the majority of game reviewers I've watched just aren't very good reviewers. And I put a lot of thought into trying to understand why they aren't very good.
You've just heard the words of Jfreedan, the RPG fanatic as he calls himself. Today's subject. I just wanted to show you yet another guy that I can watch for more than 3 minutes without feeling the urge to toss my laptop into the middle of some street to run it over multiple times with my car.
Look at that. Look at the tire marks on it.
But in order to have a well-rounded education, you need to learn from more than one perspective. You need to read many opinions from people that know what they're talking about. I myself have studied essays from everyone from Dave Kennerly to Will Wright to Chris Bateman. I have read Video Game Project postmortem reports whenever I can find them. I'm also a very active reader of tabletop RPG design blogs. I've been studying this field since I was 16 years old, and I've even done some design work myself on a commercial product.
These are some pretty bold words from this reviewer. Is he up to snuff? Let's have a look.
Firstly, this game was not created by Square USA Incorporated, the American development branch of Square, like Secret of Evermore had been. Mystic Quest was developed by an entirely Japanese team. All of the people involved had worked on Saga 3. Secondly, this game did not reuse the same engine from Saga 3. Game Boy and Super Nintendo games use different programming languages. People get the idea that it's easy to port console games between different consoles because they assume all games are programmed in C. This is totally false. When you use compilers, the final product tends to have a lot of excessive code. A general rule of thumb is that something programmed in C will generate 10 times as many lines of code as something directly programmed in an assembly language.
Alright, so at first glance, this guy knows his games well, and he has his information spot on. I initially found him through this video detailing the history of the JRPG.
The problem is that genre doesn't exist. The genre these games actually belong to is called console-style RPG in the West and light RPG in Japan, and we have been using these genre labels since the 1980s. I have no idea why the current generation of reviewers need to invent a new term to describe games which have been around for 3 decades, especially when their term is kind of racist.
As a fellow fan of RPGs, I find it easy to identify with him. This is the true every gamer. A guy who can and will talk your ear off about video games, and you'll either have a lengthy conversation with him as a fellow fan, or you'll have people screaming "Nerd!" in disgust as they desperately try to put some distance between him and themselves.
Personally, I'm torn on this game. On the one hand, this is a game that most people will never fully appreciate because the land make and blacksmithing system is so damn complicated. You absolutely need a strategy guide to know how to play.
Funny, for the most part, I don't share his opinion on a lot of games. I don't care for some of the stuff he likes, and I like some of the games he hates. Save for one. He's the other guy on this planet, aside from myself, that likes Azure Dreams.
That said, among the PlayStation 1 games, Azure Dreams is one of my personal favorites, and I recommend people checking it out if it seems interesting. It's got tons of replayability, and if you're looking for a good entry to the roguelike genre, you could do far worse.
Which I found to be a relief, because I thought I was going crazy every time I tell someone I love this game and always heard, "You have got to be fucking kidding me," as a response. It was like some bizarre form of gaming Stockholm Syndrome, as this game captured me and made me love it seemingly against my will. It got to the point where I'd consciously deny my love for it in public and love it in secret and complete solitude, making sure no one was around to witness me playing it. I had to kill and bury my dog who was getting too nosy. I'd nod and smile as my friends bashed the game while I'd be rubbing my arm nervously wondering in yearnful silence when I'd get to play it again and have my apparently sinful fix of cutesy monstery bliss. God damn it! I love those monsters. They're so cool. Yeah, so, what was I saying now? Yeah, I can appreciate that this guy actually has a genuine love for RPGs. At no point does he strike me as fake or dishonest about his opinion. This guy is also well-read, and you can get occasional tidbits of his technical knowledge in some of his reviews. He is definitely worth giving a look. So is he a great reviewer? Is he awesome? Well, given a second glance, it's extremely easy to see the areas where he is lacking as well.
The elephant in the room that needs to be mentioned.
Shut up, Joe. Okay, so problem number one. First and foremost, his diction. I mean, seriously, for someone who says this...
Firstly, to be a good game reviewer, you must be good at articulating your thoughts.
Yeah, he's got some real difficulty with language. Observe.
Vagrant story?
Here, buddy. Let me get that for you.
Vagrant.
You hear that?
Vagrant.
Yeah.
Vagrant story. Vagrant story is... Vagrant story?
Ugh, next.
Supposedly reputable...
Okay, here's another one for you.
Reputable. Reputable. Reputable.
Making dungeons less frustrating.
That reminds me of someone.
Until the Black Onyx was released. See, the Black Onyx was created...
Oh, God, here we go again.
Onyx.
Yes, Onyx! Okay, I'm getting tired of this. Here's a couple of incomprehensible phrases.
Which, really, hadn't been very popular in North America.
Haven't been very fucked through in North America? What?
Including the Banos items you built.
The venison you built? And he's not much better with names. Here's a twofer. Name and word.
There was also Cheryl, the bedridden girl whose disease can only be cured by herb found in the top levels of the monster tower.
Yes, Cheryl of the herbs. So to sum up, you'll not have to look far to hear a mispronounced word or an incomprehensible phrase in his reviews, because he has a very lazy tongue. His diction rivals NC-17's, and that's not doing his reviews any favors. By the way, Fanatic, how do you pronounce that word we use to describe Japanese cartoons? How do you American say anime?
Same way we use the label Japanime, which is often shortened to anime. Anime is an art style.
God damn, your black soul is pronounced anime! Whoa, Pocky's dick.
Anime falls into the same genres as any other film medium. Calling a film anime tells us what...
Salud! They make this unnecessarily... God, people actually drink this shit. Can you believe that?
Alright, so assuming you can overcome the lack of coherence at times, here's another obstacle for some of you. Well, you know how I feel about unnecessary and unfunny sketch humor, so let's summarize the problem with this little gem.
Hey, we better knock at the door.
Hello, lad. You've been chosen by destiny, fate, the gods, whatever it is you believe in, to become a hero.
Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying it.
If you're not buying, then why don't you just give me your money and we'll call it a sale? Wait! I was just making a jest. In truth, what I have to offer won't cost you a dime. It only costs a nickel.
What?
Opening! Yeah, this is nice. I could definitely hang out here, at least until my arms get tired.
You don't have any arms.
A minor detail.
Yes, this guy too. It seems like they just can't avoid shoveling this shit into their reviews. Why, God? Why? And isn't it awesome how you can totally tell it's game-related? Go on, just try to guess what he's supposed to be reviewing here. Go on.
Say, I noticed you were playing. I'll have you know I had an uncredited role in this game. See, I am the student sword.
The student sword?
That's right. Surely you've heard of the master sword. Well, I'm the other guy. The sword a hero uses until he becomes a master. Anyway, why are you playing this game?
Ugh, that joke blew so much I had to pause, put a jacket on, and go reheat my food midway through it.
Hopefully I've convinced some of you guys that it's not as bad of a game as people make it out to be.
I still think the game sucks donkey balls.
Yeah? Well, nobody cares what you think.
I care entirely necessary and obligatory sidekick character. I care.
Oh yeah, here's another minor complaint. Do you hate ads? Well, he doesn't. So those of you without ad blockers, have fun. Lastly, well, at times it seems like he can't play these games so well. These are RPGs, statistically the kind of game that requires you only to make choices, not so much a genre known for difficulty curves. This man loves to complain about problems that just aren't there. Check this out.
Jobs are even available. It is my belief that strategy guides should only be for when the player gets stuck beyond all hope or wants to find hidden secrets. You shouldn't need to study thick strategy guides just to play the fucking game normally. My final complaint is that the game has some trap points where you might have to start the whole goddamn game over again if you screwed up. See, there are about 3 points in the game where you fight 3 to 4 battles back to back with no opportunity to enter random battles to level up or restock supplies from towns. I call these the castle battles, and the game allows you to save in between these battles. If you aren't aware of how difficult battles are, you might end up saving after a battle without being strong enough to beat the next one. This would mean you have to start the whole fucking game over from the beginning. Wait, what the hell? Did you see that? What the hell? I didn't even move. Did you see that? My characters didn't even move and I died.
Now then, I'm a huge FF Tactics fan. The final battle of the Rio Vane's Castle arc is a breeze if you're a competent gamer. Remind me to show you when I get to that part in my next replay. It's ridiculous. All you gotta do is defeat any one of those 3 and bam, you win. Hell, you should be able to not only steal Elmdor's Muramasa in this battle, but make all 3 of them your bitch. Since it's just a story battle, and having the right abilities and level will get you through any story battle in Tactics. So, to sum up, yeah, the guy has a few shortcomings, but you know what? He's worth a look. If you like tired sketch stuff to go with what can at times be interesting insight, then look him up. If you like older RPGs, definitely check him out. Just don't be expecting anything spectacular. Instead, you go there looking for another gamer, like yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, the disc containing my Azure Dreams ROM stopped working.
Azure Dreams, I swear.